How to improve your accent. Like a native, hello and welcome. If you've ever felt self-conscious about your accent while speaking English, don't worry. You're not alone. Many English learners struggle with pronunciation, intonation, and clarity. But the good news is that improving your accent is completely possible with the right techniques and consistent practice. A clear accent is not about losing your native identity. It's about making sure your words are easily understood. Having a good accent can boost your confidence, help you communicate more effectively, and even open up new opportunities in your personal and professional life. Whether you want to sound more like a native speaker or simply improve your pronunciation, this video will guide you through the essential steps to mastering your accent. The key to improving your accent is not talent, it's practice. Just like learning a musical instrument or a new skill, improving your pronunciation takes time and dedication. But with small daily efforts, you'll start noticing real progress. In this video, we'll break everything down step by step. You'll learn the basics of pronunciation and why accents exist, how to train your ears to hear and recognize native sounds, the best exercises to improve difficult English sounds, how to master intonation, rhythm, and stress patterns, powerful techniques like shadowing to make your speech more natural, common mistakes and how to fix them. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to improving your accent and speaking with confidence. So, get ready, stay focused, and let's start this journey together. 1. Understanding accent basics. An accent is the unique way a person pronounces words based on their native language, regional influences, and speech habits. Every language has its own sounds, rhythm, and intonation, which shape how we speak. When learning English, your native language influences how you pronounce words, leading to an accent. This is completely natural. However, if an accent makes communication difficult, it's helpful to work on pronunciation for better clarity. Why do different accents exist? Accents develop due to geography, culture, and language exposure. For example, English has many accents: American, British, Australian, and many regional variations within each country. Similarly, non-native speakers carry elements of their native language into English. These influences affect pronunciation, the way we say individual sounds, e.g., the R sound in American English versus British English. Intonation. The rise and fall of the voice when speaking, e.g., questions often have a rising intonation. Rhythm. The stress and timing of words in a sentence, e.g., English is stress-timed, meaning some syllables are stronger than others. Pronunciation. Intonation and rhythm. What's the difference? To sound more natural in English, it's important to focus on all three elements. Pronunciation. This is how you form sounds with your mouth. English has unique sounds that may not exist in your native language, such as the, in, think, or this. Intonation. This is the melody of speech. For example, when asking a question like, "Are you coming?" your voice rises at the end. Rhythm. This is the pattern of stressed and unstressed syllables. English has a natural flow where some words are emphasized more than others. The role of muscle memory in speech. Your mouth, tongue, and vocal cords work like muscles. Just like learning to play an instrument or a sport, improving your accent requires muscle training. The more you practice, the easier it becomes for your muscles to produce English sounds naturally. How to build muscle memory for a better accent. Listen to native speakers and mimic their pronunciation. Practice daily with tongue twisters and sound drills. Use the mirror technique to see how your mouth moves. Record yourself speaking and compare with native pronunciation. Understanding. The basics of accents is the first step to improving. Now let's dive into practical exercises to train your ears and improve your speech. 2. Listening skills. The key to a native accent. One of the most powerful ways to improve your accent is active listening. Before you can speak like a native, you need to train your ears to hear English the way native speakers do. Many learners struggle with pronunciation because they aren't fully aware of how words should sound. The better you listen, the better you can mimic and reproduce native-like speech. The power of active listening. Listening passively, just hearing words, is not enough. You need to actively focus on the way native speakers pronounce words, their intonation, rhythm, and how they connect words together. Here's how to do it. Focus on pronunciation. Pay attention to how sounds change in fast speech. Notice intonation. Listen to the rise and fall of their voice. Identify linking sounds. Hear how words flow smoothly into each other. To improve, you should listen to English every day and expose yourself to different accents: American, British, Australian, etc. Best resources for improving your listening skills. Here are some excellent materials that will help train your ears to recognize native speech patterns. Podcasts: The British Council. Learn English Podcast. For clear, slow, British pronunciation. The American English Pronunciation Podcast. For American Accent Training, ESL Pod. For simple, clear listening practice. Audiobooks. Listen to books you already know in English to recognize words easily. Harry Potter, narrated by Stephen Fry or Jim Dale. Great for British and American English. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Simple, but engaging English. Movies and TV shows, watch with English subtitles first, then turn them off when confident. Good choices: Friends, The Office, Sherlock, Peppa Pig, for beginners. Ear training exercise: mimic native speech. To develop a more natural accent, you need to practice shadowing, a technique where you repeat what you hear immediately after a native speaker. Step-by-step shadowing exercise. Step 1. Choose a short audio clip, 30 seconds to 1 minute, from a podcast, movie, or audiobook. Step 2. Listen to the clip without reading the transcript. Focus on the sounds and rhythm. Step 3. Listen again and try to repeat immediately after the speaker. Copy the pronunciation, speed, and intonation as closely as possible. Step 4. Record yourself and compare it with the original audio. Identify areas where you sound different and adjust. Step 5. Repeat the process daily with different clips. Bonus tip: if a word or phrase is difficult to pronounce, slow down the audio and break it into smaller parts. Then gradually speed up until you match the native speaker's pace. By practicing active listening and using these techniques daily, you will start noticing huge improvements in your pronunciation. In the next section, we'll explore how to train your mouth muscles to produce native-like sounds. 3. Pronunciation. Drills and sound practice. Improving your pronunciation starts with training your mouth muscles to produce sounds correctly. Many English learners struggle with specific sounds that don't exist in their native language. The key to mastering pronunciation is consistent practice and muscle memory. In this section, we'll break down some of the most difficult sounds, provide practical exercises, and introduce techniques to help you sound more natural. Common difficult sounds and how to master them. The TH sound, th, chas, d. Think versus this. One of the trickiest sounds for learners is the F sound, which appears in words like think, this, that, and 3. How to pronounce it: stick the tip of your tongue slightly between your upper and lower teeth. Blow air out gently for T, as in think. Vibrate your vocal cords for D, as in this. Practice words: think, thought, through, thick, 3, soft, T, sound, this, that, they, those, they, vibrating, D, sound, exercise. Stand in front of a mirror and watch your tongue placement. Say, 3 thick thistles 5 times slowly, then increase. Speed. The R versus L sounds, right versus light. Many learners confuse R and L sounds, especially those from Asian language backgrounds. How to pronounce R: curl your tongue slightly without touching the roof of your mouth. Push the air through while keeping the tongue tense. How to pronounce L: touch the tip of your tongue to the ridge behind your top front teeth. Let the air pass through the sides of your tongue. Practice words: light, late, lake, laugh, luck. E-L sound. Right, rate, rake, rough, rock. R sound. Exercise. Slowly repeat red lorry, yellow lorry 5 times. Vowel shifts. Ship versus sheep, caught versus caught English has subtle vowel differences that can change the meaning of words. Minimal pairs. Exercise: ship, sheep, bit, beat caught full, fool. Exercise. Record yourself saying these words in pairs. Focus on the difference in vowel length and mouth shape. The minimal pairs technique. Fine-tune your pronunciation. Minimal pairs are words that differ by only one sound but have completely different meanings, like bit and beat. Practicing minimal pairs helps fine-tune your ear and pronunciation. Minimal pairs practice. Short versus long vowels bit. Beat sit, seat full. Fool consonant differences pat. Bat fan, van sink. Think exercise. Choose a pair and say each word slowly. Exaggerate the differences, then gradually say them at a natural speed. Daily pronunciation. Workout. 5-minute practice routine. Step 1. Warm up your mouth muscles. Stretch your lips, move your tongue, and hum to relax your vocal cords. Step 2. Drill difficult sounds practice. 5 words with TH, R, L, or vowel shifts. Step 3. Use tongue twisters. Say, she sells seashells by the seashore for S and SH sounds. Try really leery, rarely Larry for R and L sounds. Step 4. Record and compare. Record your pronunciation and compare it to a native speaker. By practicing these drills daily, you'll retrain your speech muscles and sound more natural over time. Next, we'll explore intonation and sentence flow, which are key to making your accent sound smooth and natural. 4. Intonation and stress patterns. If you want to sound more natural and fluent in English, you need to understand intonation and stress patterns. Even if you pronounce words correctly, speaking without proper stress or rhythm can make your speech sound unnatural. In this section, you'll learn how native speakers use stress and intonation, why it matters, and how you can practice with simple exercises. What are intonation and stress patterns? Intonation refers to the rise and fall of your voice in a sentence. It helps express emotions, questions, and meaning. Stress is when certain syllables or words are pronounced more strongly. Stress can change the meaning of a sentence. For example, I didn't say she stole my money. Different meanings depending on which word is stressed. Try 2 types of intonation patterns. Rising intonation. Yes-no questions. Your voice rises at the end when asking yes-no questions. Examples. Are you ready? Do you like coffee? Is he coming? Practice. Exercise. Repeat these questions and make sure your voice goes up at the end. Falling intonation. Arm. Statements and WH questions. Your voice falls at the end for statements and WH questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. Examples. I'm going home. Where is the station? She didn't call me. Or practice exercise. Repeat these sentences with a falling tone. Rise-fall intonation. N. Lists and choices. When listing things or giving options, your voice rises for each item and falls at the end. Example: I bought apples, bananas, oranges, and grapes. Buys, N. Practice exercise. Make a list of 5 things and say them using a rise-fall pattern. Sentence. Stress. What's important? Some words in a sentence are stressed, said louder and longer, because they carry the main meaning. Example: natural stress. I want to go to the beach. Important words: want, go, beach. Example: unnatural. Stress. I want to go to the beach. Too many small words stressed. Practice exercise. Say, I really love learning English, and stress love and English. Shadowing exercise for intonation and stress. Step 1. Choose a short sentence from a native speaker. Movie, podcast, YouTube video. Step 2. Listen carefully and repeat exactly how they say it. Step 3. Focus on where their voice rises, falls, and which words are stressed. Try this sentence. I can't believe you did that. Stress on can't and that. Practice daily and soon your speech will sound more natural and native-like. 5. Mimicking and shadowing technique. If you want to improve your accent, pronunciation, and fluency, one of the most powerful methods is the shadowing technique. This method helps you sound like a native speaker by training your brain and mouth to move naturally in English. In this section, you'll learn what shadowing is, why it works, and how to practice it effectively. What is shadowing? Shadowing is a listening and speaking exercise where you repeat what a native speaker says immediately after hearing it, like an echo. Why is it effective? Nafri trains your mouth and tongue to move like a native speaker. Improves pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation naturally. Boosts listening skills because you focus on how words are spoken. Increases speaking speed and fluency over time. How to practice shadowing. Step-by-step guide. Step 1. Choose a short audio clip. 30-60 seconds. Pick a clear and natural English recording from YouTube videos, audiobooks, podcasts, TV shows, or movies. Example: a motivational speech by Steve Jobs or a news clip from BBC. Step 2. Listen carefully. Without reading, listen to the first sentence carefully. Focus on pronunciation of difficult words, intonation, rise and fall of voice, word stress, which words are emphasized. Step 3. Repeat immediately. Shadow the speaker. Now, speak at the same time as the speaker, trying to match their speed, tone, and stress. Tips. Don't pause. Just speak continuously even if you miss some words. Try to copy the emotion and energy of the speaker. Focus on natural rhythm instead of reading word by word. Example, sentence to shadow. I never dreamed about success. I worked for it. Estee lauder. Step 4. Repeat multiple times. Listen and shadow the same clip 3 to 5 times. Each time you will improve your pronunciation and fluency. First attempt, you might struggle to keep up. Second attempt, your speech will start matching better. Third attempt, you will sound much smoother. Challenge, try a 60-second audio and repeat it 5 times a day. Daily shadowing routine, 10 minutes a day. Spend just 10 minutes a day practicing shadowing. Day 1 to 2. Start with slow speech, TED Talks, audiobooks. Day 3 to 4. Shadow natural conversations, interviews, podcasts. Day 5 to 7. Try fast speech, TV shows, movies, news reports. Bonus tip: record yourself and compare it with the native speaker. Remember, consistency is key. Practicing shadowing daily will help you sound more like a native speaker in just a few weeks. 6. Common mistakes and how to fix them. When learning a new accent, small pronunciation mistakes can make a big difference in how natural you sound. Here are some of the most common mistakes English learners make and how to fix them easily. Mispronouncing th sounds. Wrong. Dis is my brother. Right. This is my brother. Fix. Place your tongue between your teeth, not behind them. Blow air out gently while saying th, like in think or that. Practice. Think, thank, this, that, 3, through. 2 confusing short and long vowel sounds. Wrong. Live, as in I live here, sounds like leave. Right. Live. Short I like sit. Leave. Long E like see. Fix. Open your mouth slightly for short vowels. Stretch the sound for long vowels. Practice bit, beat, ship, sheep, pull, pool. Ignoring word stress. Wrong. Contract. Should be contract for verbs. Right. I will contract a designer for. The project. Fix. Listen to native speakers and notice stress patterns. Use a dictionary to check word stress. Practice with pairs. Import, noun, import, verb. Not linking words. Speaking too choppy. Wrong. I am going to eat. Right. I'm gonna eat. Fix. Blend words together naturally. Practice common linking sounds. What do you? What a ya? Did you? Did ya? 5. Speaking too flat, no intonation. Wrong. I'm very excited to be here. Flat, robotic. Right. I am very excited to be here. Natural. Fix. Raise your voice slightly on important words. Listen to native speech patterns in movies or audiobooks. Practice. What do you mean? Rising tone. I can't believe it. Falling tone. Final tip. Record yourself speaking and compare it to native speakers. Small changes in tongue, lips, and stress patterns can help you sound more natural in English. Conclusion and encouragement. Congratulations! You've now learned the key techniques to improve your accent and sound more natural in English. Let's quickly recap what we covered. Understanding accent basics. How pronunciation, intonation, and rhythm shape your speech. Listening and shadowing. Training your ears and mimicking native speakers for better fluency. Pronunciation and stress patterns. Focusing on difficult sounds, linking words, and sentence flow. Avoiding common mistakes. Fixing small errors that can make a big difference. Now the most important thing is consistent practice. Speak a little every day, listen carefully, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you improve. Tell us in the comments. Which English accent do you want to master? British? American? Australian? Let us know. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe for more English tips, and keep practicing. Your dream accent is within reach.